Yeah, good morning, Katie and Keith. She'll be in court at 8:30 this morning at the courthouse behind me here in Nassau County. Kimberly Kessler is her name. She also went by 17 other aliases. Jennifer Seibert is what she was known as when she worked at Tangle's Hair Salon. She worked at several other hair salons across the First Coast as well. She lived all over the country. So there's a lot of questions going on about who this person is. How many cases could she be linked to? Here in Nassau County, she'll be in court for an auto theft charge. That is because there was surveillance video from a Home Depot here in Nassau County where you could see her getting out of Joleen Cummings Explorer that went missing as well when Joleen was last seen. So Joleen Cummings, this all started back in May. She was supposed to pick up her children from her ex-husband on Mother's Day, and she didn't appear there. And then Kessler was arrested then later on that week on the 17th. She was booked in jail on the 19th. So this has been an ongoing case for about 3 weeks now. She'll be in court again, like we said, at 8:30 this morning in Nassau County. I will be there. I'll be tweeting updates. You can follow me on Twitter at FCN Lindsay.